Up with KREM begins now.
6 a.m. now on our Monday morning. Check this out. It's baseball season at Washington State University. The team took on California State University Bakersfield this weekend in a triple header, as you might have guessed, in California. A little cold in the Palouse still. The Cougs won the first match with a double play to win that game, but lost the next two. Shucks.
You wouldn't want to be playing baseball on
In snow?
snow-covered field?
No thanks. I'm good. I'm gonna pass on that.
Jen skips baseball regardless of what the weather is like, right?
Hey, when I was a senior, I nominated my mom for WSU Mom of the Year.
Yeah?
She won.
Yes?
And she got to throw out the first pitch.
Oh, that's actually super cool.
Yeah, it was really
that.
fun.
And you were at that infamous Coug game where it was just pouring snow, last year?
Oh, at the Apple Cup?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I was there. It was miserable. It was a rough game, but I was there and I stayed to the end.
I know, Palouse always ends up getting the brunt of it, right?
Yeah, we do.
But actually not too bad of a weekend. It looks like yesterday was kind of one of those clearer days, but still kind of unsteady. Today, as we start off your Monday, a few residual showers hanging out, but today in Spokane, expect mostly dry conditions. Now, changes are dependent on where you are. If you're in the North Idaho Panhandle over toward western Montana, you could be encountering some difficulty or a stronger likelihood of snow showers or maybe a quick moving hit or miss shower. But for Spokane, 43 degrees is what we're hoping for. Partly cloudy conditions throughout the day. That sun coming up in this hour at 6:53 a.m. Of course, an earlier and earlier sunrise finally before the 7 o'clock hour, and that sun setting at 5:16, so gaining day length steadily. Wallace, Idaho, as you move toward Lookout Pass, we've had trouble picking up on Lookout Pass cameras, but moving toward Wallace and in the direction of Lookout, we do still see some slick ice-covered roads. You want to take caution depending on where you are, especially if you see one of these quick downpours that affects road conditions. But moving toward a generally dry day, Snoqualmie Pass, same situation, couple showers that will carry on over from what was a busy weekend weather-wise with snow showers over higher elevations, but for most of our lowland elevations, just a drizzle. Headed into Tuesday and then Wednesday, mostly dry conditions once again. It looks like it will be a very calm week with fog development in most morning hours. 6:03 right now. Joshua, over to you.
Evan, thank you very much. A 16-year-old student is behind bars this morning after threatening Central Valley High School. Our Nicole Hernandez is in the newsroom right now to explain what felony charges the teen is facing. Good morning, Nicole.
Hey, good morning, Joshua. A Central Valley High School student admitted to leaving a threatening note in the school's bathroom. The 16-year-old is now at the Spokane Juvenile Detention Center on felony charges of threats to bomb or injure property. School staff found the note right before school started Friday, and they right away started trying to figure out who wrote it, identifying that student pretty quickly. And he said he wrote the note because he wanted to get out of two presentations he had that day. Police say they didn't find any weapons or evidence that this teen was actually ever planning on hurting anyone. But the Spokane Valley Police Department is working with the school to make sure threats like this don't happen anymore. Police are asking parents to talk with their kids, saying even though most parents don't think their kid would do something like this, it's still an important conversation to have with anyone in school right now. Their hope is that students can focus on learning instead of worrying about their safety. Now, this is not the first threat Central Valley High School has had. Back in November, we told you about a threat that canceled classes. And the police department's goal is to just spread awareness that any kids who makes a threat will be arrested and face charges. In the newsroom, I'm Nicole Hernandez.
All right, Nicole, thank you. 6:04 now. This morning, a search is underway for a standoff suspect in Issaquah. Police say a 28-year-old man entered his sister's home Saturday with a gun. The man took his sister, her boyfriend, and two young children hostage, according to police. The SWAT team negotiated with that man for more than 5 hours before he released 3 hostages. Police say he kept his sister behind, but released her 10 hours later. SWAT teams deployed gas to force him out of the home, and shortly after, they say the home caught fire. They say it is a total loss. Now, right now, police believe the suspect, is still inside, but they have to put out hotspots before they can investigate. Well, what exactly happens when someone is diagnosed with the coronavirus? There's one person in Snohomish County who knows better than just about anyone. Robin Addison is a lead nurse at Providence Medical Center in Everett. She successfully treated the first coronavirus patient in the U.S., and she's part of a team established 5 years ago during the Ebola outbreak.
The virus certainly is not going away, and even if it's not coronavirus that we have to be concerned about, there's always another virus down the road. There's always something else.
Now, she says the goal is to treat the patient and make sure staff do not get sick. And she says she and the team accomplished both. Kendall Falls could get a full city makeover. The city submitted a video to HGTV's Hometown Takeover contest. The entire town came together for the video. It includes high school students to a local bar owner who served as a narrator. If chosen, the HGTV project, members of the Downtown Association say they would be able to restore community staples. Pretty cool. Good luck to them. Well, that's your Morning Rush. More news in less time. Let us know what's happening in your neighborhood by using the hashtag #UpWithKREM on social media.
6:06 now this morning, an NBC Dateline uncovered more disturbing details about Lori Vallow and her ex-husband Charles Vallow and their relationship. In July of 2019, Lori Vallow's call to 911 to report that that Charles had been killed. Now, when police arrived on scene, Vallow did not appear rattled or upset about the death of her husband. Body cam video showed that she was laughing and apologizing to her neighbors about the police presence instead of being focused on his death. Arizona detectives told Dateline that during interviews, she never seemed to be fazed by and that her brother had been shot and killed, that her brother had shot and killed her husband. Now, the same day Charles Vallow was killed, Lori Vallow threw a pool party. That, of course, is according to their neighbors. Now, during Friday night's episode, Dateline also spoke to a friend of Chad Daybell. Benjamin Hyde, the friend, was a missionary with Daybell, and Hyde blames the disappearance of the two children on the couple's extreme religious beliefs. He says that those beliefs focused on a looming doomsday idea that is predicted to happen this summer. Meanwhile, Daybell and Lori Vallow were last seen in Hawaii, ignoring questions from reporters about what happened to the children. 7-year-old J.J. Vallow and 17-year-old Tylee Ryan have been missing since September. For the latest updates on the two missing Idaho children, you can continue to watch here on Up with KREM. Visit KREM.com, or you can also text the word missing to us at 509-448-2000.
Thank you, Joshua. 6:07 now. The top trending topic on Twitter this morning is the NBA All-Star Weekend. We're talking about all the big moments, and they started off with several beautiful tributes to Kobe Bryant. Hundreds of Lakers jerseys were illuminated in the United Center. Here, Magic Johnson leading an 8-second moment of silence, as we saw many teams have done this month. And then Jennifer Hudson delivered an incredibly powerful performance before they kicked off the game. Here, we can listen in for a couple of seconds. Beautiful tribute there. And the NBA, they changed the format this year. They introduced the target score for the fourth quarter. So it says here, kind of giving people on Twitter an idea of how it works. So you add everything up so far in the game, throw another 24 points on there to honor Kobe Bryant, and then they had to get to 157 points. And a lot of people online really did like this new format. And you might recognize a local tie to the game. Former Gonzaga basketball star Domantas Sabonis made his NBA All-Star game debut for Team LeBron. He got some playing time in the early second quarter. He also made one of two free throws. We have another tweet there showing him on that line. If we can get that one up there or not. There we go. He also played in the fourth quarter. So the Team LeBron eventually coming out on top, winning actually $400,000 for charity, which is awesome.
That's a big number.
I know, it is. And then finally, something that the Twitter is roasting this morning is the national anthem coming from Chaka Khan there. If you can listen to that online, it's an interesting one. Kind of them comparing it to, do you guys remember Fergie's performance of the national anthem?
She had like a jazz version of the national anthem.
Yeah. This one had a lot of riffs in it.
I figure the best way to do a national anthem is just to stick to the national anthem.
Just to do the national anthem.
Exactly.
Okay.
Usually those rogue performances end up not going too well.
Because it's the national,
national
anthem. Yeah.
Largely.
You guys remember the Billie Eilish meme from the Oscars where she was just kind of like, that's what's going on right now with this performance.
So
a lot of things coming out of the NBA All-Star
I
weekend.
know, it was kind of a big one, and it was fun to see Sabonis there as well to be able to play and represent the Gonzaga community.
Yeah, I believe he's the second player from GU to ever make the NBA All-Star team, John Stockton being the first. So
That's pretty big.
Pretty big. It's been a while since we've had some
Yeah.
representation from Gonzaga on the team.
And it's all in due time, you know. I mean, hopefully it's not this long before the next one comes,
Right.
the NBA All-Star Weekend.
Very cool. All right, Dana Marie, thank you very much for that. 6:11 on the dot right now. Quick break in store, and then we are talking about the possibility of more snow for today, but also mostly dry skies as the week goes on. We'll have details in just a bit.
And today is President's Day, meaning some of you are enjoying a 3-day weekend. Most government offices are closed today, as are schools, public libraries, and community centers. Most banks and credit unions are closed as well. The U.S. financial markets are closed as well. And post offices will be closed and there's no home delivery. Basically, everything's closed today, unless you work at KREM too.
All right, we're here for you.